Oh man, Smash Ultimate is just around the corner. I'm so excited, aren't you?
Huh? Oh, not really.
But but it's Smash Bros. Everyone loves Smash Bros.
I'm sorry, but I'm just not as excited as everyone else for it.
But why?
Well, for starters, I don't own a Switch, so I can't play it. How can I get hyped over something I can't have?
You could save money to get one.
True, but I could also buy a PlayStation 4 with 3 games already on it and for way less money.
Do you have to be such a diner? Just let me have this.
I'm not taking anything away from you. I just don't share the same excitement over the same thing as you.
I guess that's fair. But that Spyro remaster was pretty lit, huh?
I don't know. I don't have a PlayStation 4.
Motherfuck!
Hello there. Welcome back to my show, which I haven't named yet. I probably should so people don't look at it and get confused. Well, I use this to share my opinion on whatever is on my mind, and I've been told that my opinion is crap a bunch of times before. I know, I'll call it brain dump. Oh. Well, fine, I guess I'll stick with Z-Talks then. And it only took me 1 year to come up with that. Anyways, yes, today I'm gonna be talking about something the internet thrives over and it will continue to forever. Hype. Now, this video isn't to discuss if hype is a bad thing, because it really isn't. If anything, it's just a bunch of people shouting in your ear about something they like, but you can easily ignore that. No, you see, I want to talk about hype itself and people's reaction to it. So then, what's hype? Hype can be described as the act to promote or publicize a product intensely, often exaggerating its importance and benefits. Basically, it's a company trying to sell you something, but to the max. So then, what's the problem here? Well, as a matter of fact, there isn't anything bad about hype itself, given that its function is to sell a product and get people excited over it. Which, again, it's not bad. No, you see, the problem arises when either the product doesn't live up to the hype, or, what I'll be focusing on today, the public takes it a bit too far. I'm pretty sure we've all encountered it. You're minding your own business when suddenly you find a bunch of people talking about this one thing, and they're all so stoked about it. So you do a bit of digging on your own to see what all the fuss is about. And this can end on 3 outcomes. You either get hyped as well and start to join the conversation, you absolutely hate it and you start to call anybody who likes it a bunch of idiots, or you're just indifferent to it and move on with your life. Now, out of these 3, I'm pretty sure everybody can agree that the second one is the worst, so I'll be saving that one for last. For now, I want to talk about the first and third one. Joining the hype isn't a bad thing. In fact, I'm pretty sure most people would find this to be the best outcome. You get to have a bit of a rush from all the anticipation going on. You get to meet people that are also excited for the same thing you are, and, if you play your cards right, you might actually get to be more popular by making stuff like art, music, or anything of the said thing. So far so good, right? Well, yeah. I mean, all of these things are swell, but you gotta remember that hype makes fads, and fads fade away with time. And what happens when the hype dies down and not many people are interested in this thing anymore? Well, most people would just jump onto the next big thing and ride the hype train, which turns them into hype beasts, which are a bit different from attention whores. By which I mean they go from hype train to hype train, seeking to stay relevant since they know they can't be popular without something to leech upon. Other people would just go on with their lives finding something to make them happy without the need to latch on anything. And others just sink with the ship without making an attempt to move on. I should also mention that when people get too attached to something, they will defend it with a sword and a shield, turning them into fangirls and fanboys. And I don't think I need to explain them. You can watch videos by a bunch of lonely losers making fun of them to see what they're like. Next, we got the indifferent people. The people that don't really engage in any type of bandwagoning and it's content by just doing their own thing. This is the one I relate to the most since I don't have the means to follow certain trends or just don't have enough interest on it. The main problem with this one is that you often feel excluded from the conversation. There really isn't much you can add since you don't know what people are going on about, so you just sit there and stay quiet, which can be really tedious and annoying. These people are bombarded with comments telling them to go check it out, it's amazing, it's the best thing out right now. And if we take out the context, it kinda sounds like people being brainwashed and trying to turn you into one of them, which is kinda funny. And lastly, we have what I like to call the bitter side, which is when someone absolutely hates whatever is popular simply because it's popular and the people who are into it are just dumb sheep. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can all agree that hating on anything is a waste of time. It's dumb, it makes you look petty, and nobody cares at the end of the day. These people may have started as indifferent to the product, but a few bad run-ins with fans may have made them this way. Maybe their complaints are valid, but since they're shouting them or presenting them in a bad way, it makes them look petty and bitter. Maybe they're just memeing it and they don't hate the thing in question, but just enjoy making fun of it. Or they just dislike it because it's not their thing, among many other variables. But I want to concentrate on the ones that dislike it because it's popular. Look man, I get it. Listening to people talk about this one thing and seeing it everywhere on Twitter can be annoying. But you gotta remember that it's all in good fun and at the end of the day, it's temporary. It will be just a couple of weeks and everybody will move on. Now then, why did I want to talk about this the day before the second Coming of Christ is released? Simple. Because I myself am not hyped about it. I don't own a Switch to play it, so why should I care? Plus, it's not like it's going to be released where I live. You could say this is me being bitter about it, but honestly, I don't think Smash Ultimate is going to be a bad game. In fact, it looks amazing and a good contender for Game of the Year. I just get tired of people praising something up to the heavens or damning it to hell because they find this one thing to be bad about it. I never get to see anyone being indifferent or have a neutral opinion on a game, a show, or whatever. I will like any cool fan art I see, I will listen to genuine critiques of people who dislike something, but personally, I just don't care enough to see it for myself. This has been Serum Blaster, and I'll see you next time.